Here is York. Look at it. You can see a very... Okay, firstly, you can see a lot of fun railway stuff over here. Look, it's the fun railway stuff that I'm scribbling over. Okay, fine. Park the fun railway stuff. You can see the urban core. Here it is. And in brown here, I've highlighted where the walls of York are. York's famous walls. And you'll see that these walls don't provide a full circle, but they do neatly, they're not continuous, not least because there's a river in the way, but they do fairly neatly kind of spread a ring around York's city centre. Now, currently, that area that I've just shaded in light blue is the nominally, not fully, but nominally pedestrianised part of the city centre of York. And the way into the city... Well, there are about 14 ways to get into the city. And you'll notice that the wall is not the barrier to these. The wall is not the issue here. There are lots of ways through the wall. The wall is not the problem. So let's go round these 14 entrance points into the city and have a look at what these look like when you leave. Let's say, rather than entering the city, let's say you're in the city centre and you're going out to your hotel and you've got to go out of any one of these 14 different directions. So let's start at number 1, Bootham. What's the first thing you see? Well, the first thing you see is a wall of tarmac. This square encapsulates 2.5 millennia of architecture. Fantastic, fascinating historical site. Bulldozed through by the inner ring road. So number 1, that's what you come across. You come across a enormous moat of tarmac. Okay, so number 1, hopeless. You're blocked in. There is no way of comfortably and happily, and let's say in the case of this example, being a daddy with a baby that is instantly awoken by any form of sound, hopeless. You're trapped. You can't get out that way. Okay, so let's try number 2, shall we? Fairly close to the Minster. Surely this one's better, isn't it? Oh, that's right. You're at Monk Bar, and next to Monk Bar Models. Yes, wonderful. You're at Monk Bar, and you're looking out, and you have an enormous wall of tarmac. Okay, so there we go. You're stuck, and if you want to make your way out... Oh, I should have said the previous one. You can see up here we have a green arrow because there is a cycle path that connects up, but it doesn't actually go into the city centre. It connects up here. You can see kind of up here, but then it doesn't actually go into the city centre, so you're stuck. Whereas for this access at Monk Bar, there's nothing. There is no green quiet way. I'm going to call them quiet ways. There is no quiet way out in any direction. Ellis Simon, don't think I've not spotted you in there. There's no quiet way out of Monk Bar. You're stuck, trapped. Surely number 3, better, right? Number 3, it's at the end of one part of the walls. This is Layerthorpe, where the old near Foss Bank, where the old Sainsbury's was, now closed. RIP to that quite useful middle-sized Sainsbury's. Number 3, possibly the worst offender of them all. Absolutely horrifying mass of concrete. This junction itself is going to be a future episode because it's a really good way of thinking about the transport hierarchy and how you redesign urban space. But this is horrible. Look at the state of it. Notice, by the way, when you cycle along here, cycle along there, you'll notice that the cycle lane stops and there isn't one. What's nice is that this road lane continues through here, and as you then have to filter into traffic through that junction. It is awful. It's one of those situations that just like the road should be closed. It's that dangerous. So number 3, absolutely hopeless. You've got some kind of quiet ways out of the city, but you end up on a busy road and there's no way to then get out of the city. So that's another, nope, you're trapped. Hopeless. Okay, number 4. Number 4, well, you know what? You can see in the aerial there's an enormous retail park here, but you're next to the Foss, Little River Foss. So surely there's a quiet way alongside the Foss, right? Bzzzt, nope. Oh, look, it's another wall of tarmac. You come along the Foss and you've got this enormous wall of tarmac to deal with. And do you know what's great? There's another wall of tarmac that you get to on the other side of the Morrisons as well. So in this case, you've got 2 massive roads to contend with. So in this case, you've got this wall of horror of car park and road. Do you know what's worse about this? Is that on the other side of all that is probably the best arterial cycle route in York, which happens to go out to where I live. Brilliant. And then useless. Trapped. So hopeless. So basically might as well not be there. No safe way. Also, by the way, the route from the hospital, actually these 2 routes connect to each other either side over here. I should point out that nominally there's a bit of a gap on this one, of course, because there is, because it's Britain. And this then means that you either coming from the north, coming from other parts of York, and you're stuck on against Boricum Way and James Street, or you're kind of coming down the old DVLR and you hit the horror show. So again, absolutely hopeless. So far you're out of luck. You are stuck in the centre of York. Number 5. Oh yeah, it's Walngate. Oh, it's bad, folks. Walngate is also completely horrifying and hopeless. Just absolutely dreadful. It's the end of Hull Road. It's a real horrifying mess. Yep. And you know what's fun is that there is a nominally marked cycle route that gets you to hit the inner ring road and get no further. And there is Walngate, which is, Fossgate and Walngate, which are kind of quite nice, quiet roads. They're not perfect. They often get Walngate often gets quite congested with stuff kind of trying to get in and out of York. But nominally, those two could be a route in and out along Hull Road and so on. But no, this time, once again, totally blocked off. Okay, maybe number 6. Where's number 6? Number 6 is down by the Barbican. What was that? Fishergate. Let's have a look at Fishergate. No. You look through this lovely little arch in the wall and you hit the Fishergate Gyratory, which is hell. Brilliant. So, nope. Still stuck. All of these pictures are looking out from the city to the rest of York. Yes, that's right. So number 6, disaster. Horrible. Also a route of cycling in and out, except, again, you have a wall of tarmac between you and the horrible sort of side-to-side gates and stuff. This is not good enough. What about number 7? Remember, our test cases frazzled daddy with baby and carrier. Number 7. Not only do you hit a road, you hit a dual carriageway. This is Piccadilly. Coming out from Piccadilly, you have a dual carriageway between you and any of the rest of York. Absolutely horrifying. So that's hopeless, just an utter disaster. Okay, so number 8. Surely at this point, by this point, we're getting close to the end of the nap. I'm desperately trying to find somewhere quiet to escape. Actually, I'll tell you what I normally do, which was I would normally desperately half walk, half jog across all the car park nonsense by the Morrisons to get over onto the DVLR. Just praying and hoping that there wouldn't be a particularly loud car. What a life that was. It was marvellous, actually, but extremely stressful. Number 8. Surely number 8. Oh, my goodness. This is the bit where I'm like, I should have had me drop. I should have had a drop box. Look at this. Number 8. Look. This is what it should look like. We have a cycle lane. We have a pedestrian footpath. We have the ability to get into York without any interrupting traffic. We're free from roads. This is waiting for sound deck to load. I'm padding because my sound deck is loading. This is heaven. This is the good stuff, right? This is what it is all about. So that this is good. We're happy about this. So I don't know why I opened 3 of those sound decks, but let's not worry about that too much. Right, so, good. Number 8. Number 8 is a route in. Look at that. It is a route in. You'll notice, though, that I've added the mess that is kind of Coppergate into the horrible car park next to Clifford's Tower, and then the little bit of green that exists around there, but just locked in because the horrible car park that gets you across from Fossgate just locks you out. And also Piccadilly is a horrible is a horrible show. So let's see. Number 8. It works. It's marvellous. What about number 9? Number 9 as well. Okay, it's not perfect because you have to come off Skeldergate, but Skeldergate has been calmed a bit. Number 9. You can get underneath Skeldergate Bridge and escape the city. So south out of the city along the River Ouse. Great, it works. That is a way in and out of the city. That is marvellous. We're so happy about this. There we go. So you have a way in and out of the city. From the south, you can get into the city. So for those people who live on Bishy Road, this is why they're very happy. Good. Everything's absolutely perfect and great, right? No, because it's York, and the River Ouse floods annually and wipes out both of those accesses into the city. So, whilst they are wonderful when they are open, they are not reliable during winter. So, Anyway, moving on from that. Let's look at number 10. Where's number 10? I don't remember what number 10 is. It's one of the slightly weird accesses that I don't entirely remember the name. It's like Victor Street or something. I don't remember what the name of this particular access through the wall is, but here it is. Look, there it is. And again, theoretically connects up to cycling infrastructure that goes down towards Bishey Road, etc. But it's a wall of tarmac. You're hitting. This is this heads up to Nunnery Lane. This is an extremely congested bit of, again, the inner ring road. So, number 10, hopeless. What about number 11? Number 11, Micklegate. Micklegate Bar. Is it going to be any good? Well, anyone who knows Micklegate Bar will know that this junction is like a record keeper for the UK's longest wait between pedestrian crossing lights. So, no, this is a enormous wall of tarmac. Yeah, Gareth is pointing out that'll be why the other ones haven't been taken over by tarmac, because God forbid cars should be inconvenienced by flooding. Yeah, quite. So, yeah, no, this is not good. Micklegate, and then as you know, this whizzes down to the railway station. So, number 11. What's also important is that this is an entire huge section of York that has absolutely no green access in and out of the city centre. You can see that there is kind of nominally some connectivity in and out of the city on the eastern side of York, whether it's the DVLR or whether it's some of the infrastructure that goes down towards the university, Hes Road. It's not perfect. DVLR is great. Other bits aren't perfect, but there is some infrastructure. There is some infrastructure that takes you down to Bishey Road and kind of out. It's not too bad. But if you want to go down Taddy Road, if you want to head down Tadcaster Road, there's very little. There has been some improvement, but it's largely on-road cycle lanes. There is some improvement in that direction. So since I did this 2 years ago, there has been some improvement. So that green question mark is maybe not quite as fair, given there is other infrastructure that has sort of been put in. But for that section, basically the section on the aerial that you've got there, no, actually, it's basically all on-road, which I'm sorry, paint doesn't count. Paint is arguably worse than it not being there in the first place, because drivers think you should be in your little gutter and not out in the middle of the road protecting yourself. So, no, paint, bad. Okay, right. We're going past the railway station. We're going to number 12. Number 12 is the main way that the majority of people get into the city centre, because York railway station is one of the busiest outside of London for tourists coming in and having a good time, having a knees up, and then splaying yourselves out in the middle of Coney Street at 2 a.m. Number 12. Let's see. From the railway station into York. Is it good? Is it bad? Oh. It's a horror show. Anyone who's walked from this railway station into York will know that you are a guest in another gyratory, allowing traffic to smoosh in and out of walls that have been, by the way, smashed through to let the road make its way in and out of the city. So, this is also bad. 12 is really bad, in fact. The whole lot is a total mess. Now, there again are some improvements going on, but the improvements continue to have the inner ring road running right the way through them. So, nope, I'm sorry, all the work that's gone on to improve York Station frontage, it is still not good enough. Okay, so please let us have a route through on number 13. We're nearly out of ways in and out of York, and so far we've identified 2 seasonal-only safe accesses, and both of them are basically the same one either side of the river. So, relevant to this is the fact that another major issue you've got within the centre of York is the fact that you've got these largely pedestrianised accesses onto Ousegate Bridge, but Ousegate is horrible. It's a horrible, busy, messy road because it's a major thoroughfare for everything kind of getting through the heart of the city centre. So hopeless. It's locked in. You can't actually use that to get down onto the good cycle routes, particularly the St Geldergate side. But 13. So 13, okay, you're like, oh yeah, this is pretty good. This is traffic free, and it is. The trouble is, yes, you can get in from on the other side. You've got the access. It works to get you through, but it dumps you out on the wrong side of Ousegate Bridge, which, as we pointed out, you have to negotiate to get across with your bicycle. So it's not providing you a safe access, not a very good safe access into the city centre. It's not great. 14, surely 14 by the library, by the or near the library. It's next to the. It's basically from Museum Garden, or what is it? Museum Gardens out across onto Lendal. It's next to the Costa, and then on your way down to Spring Espresso. Those who know. Number 14. Oh, no. This is Lendal Bridge, and it's some of the most congested bits of road in York. The air pollution is dreadful, and an area that should be public realm, frankly, where this wonderful connection from the green spaces out along the river into the city centre are blocked by this wall of horrible congestion. Oh yeah, and by the way, I should have said number 13. Gareth, you're absolutely spot on. This also floods seasonally. So 14, you are locked out by the in-ring road once more. So quite simply, does anyone spot the problem here? Does anyone work out what the issue is here? Yeah, what is it that's causing the headache here and causing the problem? What is that big red ring strangling York? It isn't the walls. The walls aren't the problem.